What's up, guys? Are we live? What's up, guys? Welcome back to Crypto Weekly Review, home of the WoofPack, your number one source of cryptotainment to get you through the bear market. Now, I know I have been gone. I've been in Thailand. I went and partied it up. I was blowing customer funds. I sold the top 65K, sold Hex 45 cents. I had money burning a hole in my pocket, and I went out and just partied it up. I was partying with members of the WoofPack in Bangkok. We did Koh San Road. We got these awesome WoofPack bracelets right here, and it was just a blast. I did the Koh Phi Phi Islands. I did have a bunch of videos on our Telegram, so if you're not on our Telegram, come in there. Don't be shy. But yes, lurking is allowed. You can go ahead and lurk. It's okay. There's a lot of lurkers in there. There's a lot of good data, a lot of good people, smart people. We're always making memes. We're always having a good time. Now, I did have a meme go viral today. Marcel, shout out to you. He made a meme, and I was waiting in the bushes, you know, like waiting for Richard Hart to tweet, turn the notifications on, and posted it for the first time. And, you know, like Richard Hart knows who I am. You know, I've been trolling him for like a year and playfully trolling, you know, playfully trolling. No malice, no ill will intended. You know, it's good to laugh at yourself or laugh at Richard, you know what I mean? So he actually responded to it, and it went absolutely viral. Like, it's like the most likes I ever got on Twitter. It was like 105 or something. You know, we are a small niche channel, you know, but we're a good channel, tight-knit group. And if you're new, if you're just jumping in, yo, welcome to the WoofPack. The one thing about wolves is we have teeth and we bite, you know what I mean? So like we keep it real, and that's just how it is. So you gotta have a thick skin to be a wolf and to run with this pack, okay? The other thing is a little update on my channel. You know, before I left to Thailand, before I went on holiday, spending all of the people's funds that stayed in the market and didn't sell the top. Before I left, you know, I was getting like 681 views per video, and like, damn, now like I'm way below my averages, like half of that. So I completely lit my channel on fire. Partially, I bought a brand new Alienware laptop. It's 7.4 inch screen. I tried to check the bag. Qatar Airways smashed up the screen. I was able to make one video while I was out there on my phone. It didn't do well. It was kind of a disaster. So I am back, though. I am back. We're going to build back better. You know, we're going to moon this channel and build this community of based and red-pilled crypto holders. You know, people that aren't emotionally involved in their bags, or like, you know, maybe not too cultish or anything like that. We got to try not to shit on Hex too much. You know, it's easy to troll Richard and stuff, and like his dressing and in his antics. But we got to try to, you know, not do it too much. But yeah, so building the channel. Hopefully, yeah, where the hell am I going with this? Anyways, the other thing I wanted to mention about the channel, a little housekeeping, is I did get demonetized last month for having reused content. And right now, I just reapplied for monetization. I deleted a bunch of stuff. I changed the format. I'm still using memes. I'm making my own memes now. So if you missed my last video, check out my last video because it's pretty lit. I spent a lot of time on it. And yeah, I think it's funny. It's timeless because like it's funny, you know what I mean? Like it's kind of like my take on things, because right now like Branny in our group, he told me, he's like, dude, there's nothing but dead bodies and skeletons left in cryptocurrency, and all these people are, whoever's left is like battle hardened. Everybody knows what's going on with SBF. So I take extra time to dig in deeper, make comedy, have great visuals, have great memes. That's our mantra. That's the WoofPack. Okay. So I just wanted to bring that up. But with that, I'm going to say some shout outs to the chat, and then we're going to jump in because I got a good show for you. I got some news and stuff to talk about. Okay. So what do we got going on here? Who's in here? All the usual suspects. What's up, GS? Let's go, baby. Yeah, man. Let's go. Born yesterday. Doesn't act like he was born yesterday, but shout out to you, Brian. Of course, bro. Shout out to you, bro. Adam Erickson, RH is going to jail for conducting illegal and initial securities sacrifice offerings. Okay, so I wish I had my sound box because I'm on my old laptop and don't have enough ports, and my other shit's getting fixed. But LOL, you know what I mean? Like the whole case and everything that's going on right now against Hex is probably going to drag its feet and take a long time. I think on average it's like 2 to 4 years. We could actually have a cycle before that case gets resolved. I don't know. I can't speak on what exactly the case is about, but we can use common sense. It's not just about being paid to promote, you know, like this is just common sense logic. You know what I mean? It's the CWR razor. It's my own thing. The Crypto Weekly Review razor, right? It's like Occam's razor. You know, if something seems like a scam, it probably is, right? You know, like the logic here is that, you know, it's a broader investigation, and the only person not implicated in the letters is Richard Hart. So it could be, now this is all hyperbole, I don't know, but it could be, you know, an investigation, you know, a broader investigation into Richard Hart, his ecosystem, and what's going on here. It could go either way. What they're going to do is they're going to get as much evidence as they can, and then they have to put it up to a judge, right? And the judge has to make the official complaint. So we're not quite there yet. It could take a long time. They're digging through a lot of transactions, you know what I mean? And I think it's bigger than just paid for promotion, because I mean, even if you are promoting something and then selling into the pump, like creating the pump and then selling into it, I mean, it's the same thing as getting paid. So it'll be very interesting. We're going to follow it very closely. We're going to look at it objectively. You know what I mean? We're going to keep it real on this channel. And it doesn't mean I'm not trying to FUD, and I'm not trying to say anything bad about Hex, you know, but we're going to look at it objectively and process different angles of it. You know, some of them might be a little bit uncomfortable, but that's part of like living in reality, you know what I mean? And making the best decisions that you can for your bags, you know? So sorry about that rant, but yeah, there's definitely an uphill climb that's coming for the Hex community, and probably lower prices, which I will be buying. Marcel, what's up, man? Shout out to you. Example, yo. Toby Hunter, hi WoofPack. Hey man, shout out to the Crypto Cowboys. They're awesome. I wish I could do my meme drops. Marcel, shout out to you, Cowboys. Steve Esterfield, greetings to CWR. Greetings to you, sir. I don't think I've seen you in here very many times. Welcome to the WoofPack. Julio Garcia, hey, my man, I see you here all the time. Shout out to you. You're an OG. 2 more weeks for the next live stream. All right, man, I gotta ask you guys, man, but seriously, you have to type this shit in the chat, because it's a legit question. What do you like better? Do you like the live streams better, or do you like the video format better? Because like I honestly don't think I'm a good streamer. Like, no, I'm not fishing for compliments or anything like that. I just like, I get hella nervous and I don't even know what I'm gonna talk about. Like, what is there to talk about? But when I'm doing a video, I can condense so much data, and I can make it like so palatable and so ingestible through like memes and humor, and I can like cultivate this experience, like this immersion. What I try to do is like take the accumulative, like everything that crypto is, the chaos, the memes, you know, the trolling, the data, the charts, and I want to compile it into this like pill, a Crypto Weekly Review pill, you know, like that you can take in 13 minutes, and you can be updated on the entire market and also have my perspective, which, dare I say, is somewhat unique. You know, like I definitely have a different perspective on things, definitely a little bit blunt. So I guess I want to know, do you like the streams better, or do you like the videos better? Like I definitely like the videos better. I really am not. I am not a streamer. I don't think. Maybe if I did it every day, I could be a better streamer. Adam Erickson, CWR is the best person in crypto. Hey man, I guess it's a competition between me and Richard Hart, which I wouldn't mind having on here. Ryan Theory, sup WoofPack, sup with you, Ryan, man. Congratulations for being here. I haven't seen you here very many times. Moosey Johnny, finally caught you live. Greetings from Germany. Greetings, man. Congratulations. What do you think about the World Cup? Did you enjoy that? Is France gonna burn down tonight? Steve Esterfield, in the house. Ryan Theory, no OA address, no AA lobby, no penalties, no lowest entry barrier in all of crypto. There's a halving cycle every 4 years, and then inflation becomes almost zero in 8 years, and it's available on all chains. What are we talking about here? Oh, Zen. Okay, yeah. So yeah, you know, we have Dark Savant. He's in our chat. You know, he's been shilling Zen, and I don't police the chat. You can come in there and say whatever you want. You know what I mean? You can come in there and shill me your best. You know. And Dark Savant does seem to do that very well. So he's piqued my interest on Zen. It's just the problem is the chart, and we can look at that later. I mean, it's just going straight down. Now I've seen some like tweets and stuff of people that are holding like hundreds of thousands, like Trevon. He's got like $140,000 worth of Zen, but it's locked. He can't, you know, sell it. And even if he had it unlocked, I don't think there's enough liquidity, you know, to pull that out. It's definitely like dashboard money, you know what I mean? But it's definitely piqued my interest. The main thing that I like about Zen, Ryan, the main thing I like is the launch. Like, I think that cryptocurrency is going to be very, very different in the next coming cycle. I think there's going to be more regulatory scrutiny, and I think that it's going to be more decentralized. And I definitely want to get on board with projects that have a decentralized fair launch, something that, like, I think the Zen launch is unique and revolutionary, and that's the best thing about it, in my opinion. It's definitely like a Bitcoin style launch, just using gas fees. I mean, like, there's really nobody to go after on that, except maybe like the shill team. I guess they could try to do that. But I think that's the way cryptocurrency is going. I think the ICO model died, and then Hex was revolutionary with the AA model, but that's not enough. The sacrifice thing is semantics, let's be real. And then the whole like Zen launch is quite interesting. So yeah, I mean, I'm not endorsing it or saying I'm gonna buy it or anything. I just think that it's interesting. Example, I love your memes. Thank you, I appreciate that. I personally prefer your videos, bro. Thank you. Yeah, I do too. I do too. Your videos are more creative. What you do best. Yeah, absolutely. Super Snake, shout out to you. Glad to see you streaming again, brother. Take your R8 out for a spin since you're back, eh? I don't know, man. It's hella cold here. I don't think so. Oh shit, Alan Thick. Yo, shout out to you, bro. Thanks for adding me to that group. Well, with that, let's jump into the charts. That was the big intro. Let's go. All right, Bitcoin on the daily chart, not much has happened. If we take a look, this is a really, this right here is not the cleanest bear flag. We are touching at least 3 wicks right here without crossing any bodies. And then you can see this big gap right here. We are crossing 3, 4 now with the daily close, 5 wicks right here. So it is technically a trend. It is technically a bear flag. And if we zoom out, it is one of very, I know, excuse the autism here, but it's one of very, very many bear flags. You know, when we first started out this channel, all we did was watch the 21 exponential moving average, which I will be building an indicator for, automatic indicator for this. And I am obviously not going to charge you because I don't charge. I like to, I really don't need your money. You know, like, I'm doing this for the LOLs, and I hopefully bring education to people in the crypto space, help them get out and sell the top, you know, kind of like I did. And so yeah, literally all we did was follow the 21 exponential moving average down here until we really started building some patterns. I mean, this is just a flush, you know, there really isn't a pattern here. Then we had the big bear flag, bear flag, bear flag, bear flag, bear flag. Okay, and now we have another one. Okay, and our initial target, you know, since Bitcoin was like 55K, I was calling for 13K. You know, we're almost there, and that's like 14.2 is an S2 pivot right now. I think we might come down and test S1 first for a little while. I think we're gonna range, frustrate people, frustrate traders, wreck everybody, you know, and then before we go lower. And I do think we're going to go lower. We're gonna go into that here a little bit more later on, but as far as this pattern right here, I mean, it's almost about played out. Let's take a look at, why don't we measure how long this last bear flag played out. You know, this last bear flag played out for how long? 50 days. So where are we at now? Hey, Time freaking flies, right? Time flies when you're in the bear market. And then where are we at now? We're at, you know, 36 days. I could see, after, if we don't get a Christmas flush, I could see us getting a flush, like right when the new year starts. Typically, usually people are taking their profits right now for taxes for next year, but I don't think there's any profits to take right now. So I don't know. I think it's going to chop around this Christmas. I don't foresee like a big massive pump or anything. And remember, guys, anything below this, anything below 21,600 is just another lower high. Okay, but before we even perk up, we have to see us get above this right here. And that'll be the trend change, because we really have not had a higher high since we broke down for over a year, right? We have not had another higher high. So that'll perk my ears up, and then I will start DCAing in and admit that I have not caught the bottom if we take this out. Okay, so that's something to look at. Also, the S&P 500, we'll touch on this quick. I know there hasn't been much that has changed, so we'll touch on this quick. Here we go. Here's my trend line. I totally called it this last time. This is before the trend line was a big deal. Now everyone's looking at it, but it was kind of like novel at the time. I was like, oh, dude, we're gonna reject here, and dude, I had no idea it was gonna be this bad. Set a new low. We did the same thing here. This whole structure is broken down now because we're below this. So like this shit looks like it's gonna do this, and then you already know because you've seen the meme in my last video. It's gonna drag the shit down with it. So it's gonna drag Bitcoin down with it and stuff like that. And like I always say, at this point, it's just you want it to go lower. You know what I mean? This is already peak destruction. Just let it go lower. Let's just get a better entry, because all this stuff is gonna come rushing back. It always does, and it will continue to. So until this trend line is broken, I'm not interested in buying anything unless you shill it really good in my chat. Okay, so what's up, chat? What up? Last, great vacation vids. Congrats on the 3 ladyboys you onboarded. Shit, man, the SEC is gonna get me for ladyboys, man. That's gonna be a fun trial. Brian, Sep, WoofPack. Apparently cannabis became legal in Thailand. Have you tried it? Yeah, dude, they have in Thailand, they have cannabis drinks, they have cannabis drink menus, they have cannabis food menus. There's a dispensary on every corner. There's plants everywhere. Like, you remember, do you know the movie The Beach? Like that movie where like Leonardo DiCaprio, and they had like this island and everyone was just smoking weed and being hippies and enjoying life and spearfishing. Literally, that's what it's become ever since we got legal there. Like it's legal and highly accepted and encouraged now. So it's a different Thailand than the last time I've been there. It's still pure chaos. Like the roads, the traffic, the parties, pure chaos. My favorite is Koh Phi Phi. They have all these crazy fire shows, and like we were out there and they're like doing like fire jump ropes. I was like, yo, we are not doing that. And, like, it was tempting because it looked fun, but everyone was getting smoked and like hit with the fire rope and everything. And it's like, everybody seemed fine. Like nothing happened. Like, it's just, like then the next day everyone's like bandaged up. So I'm glad I didn't do that, but I did like Koh Phi Phi the best. When I was in Phuket, all I did was surf. So very, very interesting, very good time out there. Our dreams. Thank God you're here. Short videos will bring in the new subscribers, but you're good streaming too. Boy, you can talk. Love your rants. Keep doing both, and time will tell. Yeah, absolutely. You almost have to supplicate videos with streams these days, because like it's easy to be a phony when you are doing videos. Like, you could be a character, like Joker. He's like this character, you know what I mean? Like, but who are you really? Like a live stream really shows who you really are, and like your IQ level, your intelligence level, and your confidence and things like that, because it's not easy to sit in front of a camera and all these lights and like try to be smart, you know what I mean? It's not easy. It's a performance, you know what I mean? And like so you have to be the real deal. You have to be able to live stream. And one step further, of course, is interviews, which I've been trying to get Jack Levin. I even try to get Joker. I'm trying to get anybody on here. I really haven't had anybody on here since like I had SMC, which is a cool ass dude. Shout out to you. And then I had Funding Jim, which is probably the best guy in Hex. You know what I mean? So I think that's the next level as well. Our dreams. Shout out to you. Thank you for being here. Pascal, hey man, what's up? How about Cult? Do you see any future for it? Cult is a victim of timing, and I just wonder if that the Cult team, which is like the Shiba Inu team, like I just wonder if when we get this new bull market, if they're gonna try to make a new product that is more hype for this next market, which I believe is going to be like AI coins. That's the first whispers that I'm hearing. Look around you. If you look at like even normies on Instagram, they're all doing like the AI bot generated pictures and stuff like that. And like I've been playing around with the chat bots and things like that, and really kind of like diving into this AI thing. Seems like it's going to be like this hype, next big hype cycle. I'm interested in like in AI coins, and I just wonder, just speculation, like is the Shiba Inu team, are these guys going to like continue like developing Cult? You know, it did okay in the bear, and like it launched at the worst time. It has the right hype. It has the right team. You know what I mean? It has the right like vibe and everything. But like, did the ship sail? Like, is it going to be relevant in this next cycle? I'm waiting. I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting to see how the space is going to develop and mature into this next thing. Because I remember, you know, during the last bear market, you know, it goes without saying, I don't have to tell you guys that this next run was completely different. Like, we never thought about yield farming. You know, like I was already like a 2-year crypto vet, and I was like, what the hell is yield farming? You know, we didn't see NFTs coming. We didn't see these DAOs popping up. You know, we didn't see any of this. Nobody was talking about any of this shit in the last cycle. So what I'm trying to do right now, and I've spent a lot of energy and time and research looking into what's the next thing, right? NFTs are here to stay. I mean, the Trump thing proves it, and we'll get into that next. But the NFT thing is here to stay. But what's next? That's the question. That's what you want to ape into. And I just wonder if Cult is going to fit into what's coming. And what's coming is still yet unknown. But we're starting to formulate a picture of like, it could be AI-ish, like AI tokens, something like around that nature. That's bubbling up. So I'm interested in Cult. I like Cult, but I want to wait and see what the market's going to do and what people want. You know how like when you're in trading, when you're a trader, you always want to have the counter trade, right? You have the thing where it's like the herd is always wrong. So you want to be like whatever everyone's doing, you want to be the opposite. When the market's euphoric and people are going crazy and laser eyes and 100K, you want to be selling. That's what I did. You know, in the peak FUD, when it's over and all the exchanges collapse, you want to start buying, right? But when it comes to hype cycles, you don't want to do that. When it comes to hype cycles, you want to jump and bandwagon. You want to jump on trends. You don't want to be like a counter trader of like, oh, everybody likes NFTs. Oh, that's dumb. No, everybody likes NFTs. You need to do what you got to do to get into NFTs. You know what I mean? And as long as you do things in a centralized way and you hold on to your own keys, you're going to be okay. You know, like obviously this doesn't apply to like, say, Celsius. Everybody was doing Celsius. But what happens is that it violates the core principles of cryptocurrency of giving up your keys. So when I say jump on bandwagons, you have to do it in a safe fashion of holding your own keys, being your own bank, and not trusting anybody else or a third-party counterparty risk. I mean it in that sense. So if there's like some decentralized AI platform and everybody's jumping on that bandwagon, don't try to be a counter trend guy. Jump on the fucking bandwagon, you know, and that's what we've seen with the DAOs. You know, yield farming is decentralized, but a lot of people got wrecked, you know, and DAOs and things like that. So whatever the hype cycle is, we're going to spot it. Look at our chat. Like, we're digging every day. We're thinking every day. We're here. We're present. We're clear-minded most of the time. And we're going to catch this next thing. We're going to ride that bull. You know what I mean? So as far as Cult DAO, I know I'm like off the rails, but I still like it. I still like it. And we can take a look at it really quick before we move on into the news. Let's take a look at Cult, see what's going on here. You know, God, I wish I had my sound box. it's, you know, the 200 exponential moving average on the daily chart just popped up in November 22nd, which is very interesting. You know, anything below this yellow line is in a long-term downtrend, bear market. Some crazy volatility here, nice beautiful wicks, and you know, you can see volume is increasing, but the price action is to the downside. So increasing volume to the downside is very continuation bearish style. You know what I mean? Like if the volume was drying up and we're going down, that could be a sign of like the sellers are running out. You can see the volume is picking up and staying steady, going down. It's just, you know, now's not the time to get in. I would say now is not really the time to sell. Like you can see we're building a floor here on the S1 pivot, but you can see that these bounces are getting weaker. You know, think of it like a bungee jump or something, right? You bounce up, you come back down, bounce up lower, come back down almost to the start, bounce up lower, make a new low. You know what I mean? This is not something to get into, but if you like this coin, I wouldn't give up on it either. This shit looks as bad as everything else. You know what I'm saying? So Pascal, I hope that answers your question. Our dreams. It was so fun seeing you hanging out with my brother in Bangkok. Yeah, your brother's cool as hell, man. He showed me around. If you guys don't know, our dreams, his brother and I, we met up, we partied and stuff, but he also helped me fix my laptop, or tried to. We met up at a shopping mall and stuff. It's in my it's in my Bangkok video. So shout out to him, and shout out to you, our dreams. Very good people. I really like the people inside this community, man. Like the good thing about staying based in Red Pill, you know, is like you draw those types of people to you. So that's good. So let's jump into the news a little bit right here. First, we're gonna talk about the World Cup. So I think the World Cup right now is one of the biggest World Cups that's ever happened. It could be the biggest sporting event that's ever happened. There's 4 billion people watching, and there are crypto ads. So we're talking about, yo, I'm not one of them, which is funny, but 4 billion people, that's half of the world population is watching this fucking thing. And there's crypto ads. So half the people in the world are going to see these ads. Now, we got, everyone remembers the hype on this. Yeah. So imagine this is like the Super Bowl on steroids, you know, like 1.5 billion people watch the Super Bowl crypto ads, which, by the way, was the top, and 4 billion here. So that's insane. Basically, all I'm saying is this World Cup cryptocurrency shill, these guys are going to be our exit liquidity. So hooray, right? And lol. I think this is very good. I wonder who, yeah, it's crypto.com has been active. I wonder who else did some World Cup advertisements. I know it ain't FTX, but yeah, so that's dope. 4.4 billion people saw crypto ads. And just to show you how big this really is, we got 24,400 tweets per second for France's goal, highest ever in the World Cup, for the World Cup. So I mean, this is big. We're talking big. These guys will be our exit liquidity in the next bull market. Has it translated to any sort of a pump? Are we having a World Cup pump? Let's just take a look again, because no, hell no. We did not have any type of World Cup, but it did confirm my trend line. That's about it. So let's jump into and talk about the Trump NFTs. Damn. Who else wishes they would have got into these Trump NFTs? So the prices are coming down to a little bit more realistic level. Last sale, like, look at this one. Last sale is 0.66 ETH. Right now it's for sale for half of that. So you can get wrecked on this thing. But you know, they were 99 cents. That's a no-brainer. I was too busy trolling it in my last video to buy it. I figured I'd have more time to buy these things. But I just, like, when I turned around the next day, I was like, yo, this shit is sold out in like 12 hours. So I totally missed this. This is an absolute no-brainer of a buy. I wish I would have just aped in. I really do. Now the floor price is down. These were up for sale for like 0.7 ETH earlier, which is like blew my mind. You know, there's like basically a 10x, but now it's coming back to reality, and it could absolutely get wrecked. But the main look, these things are AI generated. Okay, we were talking about AI. These are AI generated. Like, there's no way 45,000 Oops, wait a minute. Page is unresponsive. There's no way that 45,000 of these stupid NFTs are, come on, OpenSea, work. Sorry guys, I'm on my old laptop at this point. Yeah, but there's no way that 45,000, someone made 45,000 of these. Like, I could make a better Photoshops than this stuff. These are definitely AI generated. He raised $4.4 million, and people are making money off this shit. People are 10x on this. One guy sold it for 17,000, which to me, it honestly appears to be wash trading. Like, who the hell is going to do that? It was like of South Dakota and Mount Rushmore or something like that. It's just absolutely asinine. But yeah, you can see the last sale price versus now. People are making money on these. It could easily wrecked, you know, don't get me wrong. But I know it's a dumpster fire. I know that it is cringe, and I know these are silly. But what's the main takeaway? The main takeaway is we are living under an oppressive regime right now that is basically like sending out SEC letters to people who made YouTube videos, you know, like they hate crypto, they want CBDCs, they want to take your financial freedom, they want you to be a wage slave, they want you to be a wage cuck. And what is this guy doing? This dude's making NFTs, you know, like he's literally making cryptos. So like the broader implication of this, as cringe as you want to say these are, and they are, they truly are. Dude, this guy's like, I want a president that has NFTs. Would you rather have a leader that has a cryptocurrency or not? Like, this is revolutionary. This is so huge. And I think people are just are shrugging this off. This is a massive impact. This is a massive message to the world. You know, Trump used to say that he's pro dollar and everything else is terrible. Everything else sucks, right? But then now he's doing NFTs and he's coming around, and it's a signal to us. You know, it's a signal to us to be like, yo, I'm one of you. You know, like, you can have lunch with me. You know, like you can win prizes and autographs and things like that. And you can trade them and make money off a stupid JPEG of me. You know, like, that's the guy that I want to be in charge. You know, like, I'm apolitical. You know, like, I'm libertarian. Like, I hate everybody, basically. But like, yo, I can sign up for this. You know, like, I want this future is a little bit less dystopic than the one we're headed to now with CBDCs and KYC AML and what's her name? Elizabeth Warren trying to crack down everything. Is that what you want? You know, like, this is better. This is better. Like, as cringe as this is, I'd rather have this cringe than dystopia. Give me a president that has NFTs. You know what I'm saying? Like, the massive, the scope of the consciousness shift in the macro, like in people's minds, the acceptance of crypto, the mainstream aspect of NFTs, the implications of these are mind-blowing. This is a shift in general human psychology. I think it's that big. And I hope I see more of this stuff, and I hope cryptocurrency goes more mainstream. You know, I hope people can get out of being wage slaves and put their effort not into drinking cocktails with ladyboys in Thailand, but put their effort into creating the businesses that they want to do, and like finding their own purpose through financial freedom, through cryptocurrency. And this is what this symbolizes to me. I know I'm romanticizing this. I know I am. I know these are stupid. You know, I know I'm romanticizing this, but this is a step in the right direction, and it's a leap in the right direction. That's my personal opinion. I love this shit. I want more politicians making cryptocurrencies or being involved with cryptocurrencies. Lit. I just love it. Now, so check this out. Oh shit. Of course, you degens, you apes out here, they went ahead and made a Biden trading card NFT. And it says official, but you know it's not official, okay? Biden did not make trading cards, and these are absolutely hilarious. Yo, sorry, I'm not trying to put you in epileptic shock here. Let's scroll up. They're not ready yet. This is obviously complete rug, right? Do not buy these. This is a rug. These are not official, but some of this shit is hilarious. If you actually look, you can see he's standing in front of the Olive Garden. He's standing in a laundromat and all this shit. Like, what the? It's so, dude, you gotta love crypto, man. That's why we're here, right? It's the LOL. You know, as soon as Trump dropped this shit, somebody made a scam website and it's trying to do Biden digital trading cards. You gotta love this space, bro. Like, why would you leave? Even in the bear market, this is pure entertainment. You know, Hollywood has left us. So yeah, I'm going off a lot of rants. So let me jump back in the chat and stay up. Milky Way, do you really see a reversal happening in 2023? What does your gut tell you? I mean, the fuddiest market I've ever been around since 2017. Feels like winter is coming to me. Yeah, I agree, but remember, I know I say this a lot, but the markets are going to front run. The markets are going to front run the hold on, let me just switch this so you guys don't leave. The markets are going to front run the economy. The economy is going to go in the shitter. Like, more people are going to get laid off. Things are going to tighten up. Credit card debt is going through the roof. You know what I mean? The economy is going to get tighter. Lending practices are going to get stiffer. Banks aren't going to want to lend. And what does that happen? You know, less investment, less Ponzi style investments, you know, like that. All of this stuff, like all this massive rally where we all just got rich in this last rally, it was all low interest rates, government printing. Now inverse that. So people are not going to have as much money to invest and ape and do things like that. And it's going to tighten down. People are going to batten down the hatches and not spend, and it's going to slow the economy down. But it's going to reach a critical mass, and the markets are, you could see this last rally that went crazy, and the S&P 500, it tried to bust out of this trend line. This was a crazy euphoric rally right here. Look at this crazy rally. This is all because we're not tightening 75 basis points anymore. You know what I mean? And like, we are not out of the woods yet. The Fed is hawkish. They're still raising rates. They raised by, you know, the terminal rate looks like it's going to be higher than 5%. But people are already trying to ape out of this thing. This thing is going to bust out of here way before the economy is better. Way before. People are dying to get back to a rally. I think 2023, the markets are going to reverse, but the economy is going to tank. I think the markets are going to reverse 6 to 8 months before the economy does. That's what I think. But first, we have to flush out the bad loans, the malinvestment, you know, and we'll talk a little bit about this later with Netflix and like some of these tech companies and Tesla. And I'm going to get into that. I'm trying not to get too long-winded, but we're going to get into a little bit of that later and why I think we're going lower. And we'll talk about that next. So I don't want to get too bogged down on this and make it boring for people. So hold that thought. Cult is primary. What's up, 7730 bang. What's up, bro? Cult is primarily bonded to ETH, and ETH is building up momentum to the downside. Yeah, it is. Example, Algorand. No, I thought they were $99. They were $99. They were $99 each, but you got to be careful. So there's something else I wanted to show you really quick. After the Biden, it's right here. Now you got to watch out because Trump digital trading cards are about to get dumped. Stay away, okay? This is a FUD article, just full disclosure. But one wallet minted 80 ETH worth of cards, and they hold 2.2% of the entire collection, and none of them have been sold or moved. Now, we believe that, after reading this article, to sum it up, I believe that this wallet is like somebody in the Trump administration. This could be the Trump OA, okay? They have 2.2 supply. This could be the Trump OA, okay? Their addresses have been getting, 300 to 200 and wrapped ETH sent every few minutes, probably being the one of two royalty addresses getting fees, okay? So here's some, I guess what I'm trying to say is that these addresses are likely earning the royalties and own so many Trump cards. This is most certainly someone inside the Trump organization. This is the Trump OA, okay? So I don't know if it's gonna dump or what's going to happen with these Trump cards. I don't want you to FOMO in. The play was to buy them for $99 and sell them for 17,000, right? Or sell them for 0.7 ETH. The play right now with these Trump cards, not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I don't know your specific financial situation, and I don't know your time horizons. But I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to wait and see what happens with these Trump cards because I missed the boat on these things, and I want one, but I want one cheap. I want them to dip. I want there to be FUD. I want people to freak out, and I want to scoop a couple just to have, just gonna, you know, like, because of what we were saying earlier, because these Trump cards are a symbol of a mind shift in the NPCs of the world. A former president is having a cryptocurrency, okay? This is the biggest thing ever. You want one. I mean, I can't tell you what to do, but I want one. I want part of this revolution. I want part of this mental shift. This is big. This is bigger than everybody, bigger than I let on. But I'm not buying any Biden digital ones because these are not real, obviously. But I do kind of want the one where he's standing in front of the Olive Garden. So remember, there are some big wallets holding these. They could get dumped. Be careful. Watch these closely. And I'm going to get one. I just don't want to pay half a ETH for one. That's ridiculous. But I want one long term. I want one in my HODL position. As you know, I have a HODL position. You know, I went off the cliff with a lot of stuff too. You know, I sold my Hex. I sold ETH. And I sold part of my Bitcoin, and but I went off the cliff with FTM, a lot of my Hex, a lot of my Bitcoin, a lot of my ETH. So I'm heavily in USDC, and it's burning a hole in my wallet, and I want one of these Trump cards. I'm not paying half an ETH. It's not fucking happening. No way. So let's get some FUD going. Let's get these down. You know, they were up at 0.7 ETH earlier, like 3 hours ago. Let's get this shit down close to entry price, and I'm gonna scoop a couple, leave it in my HODL position, and whatever. So cool. I just think it's the coolest thing ever. Now, you can win. 45 people are going to win a dinner with Trump, right? Not Ivanka. Sorry, relax, guys. Not Ivanka Trump. They're going to be winning a dinner with Trump, which is kind of hilarious. You know, like, imagine Trump, poor guy. He's got to have dinner with a random 45 people, you know, probably all big fans, and I'm sure it's all going to go great. But I say that to say this. Warren Buffett, okay? Someone paid $19 million to have a steak lunch with Warren Buffett. All right? 45 randos for $4 million or $19 million for one steak dinner with this dude. I mean, is it going to be pureed? Are they going to liquefy this thing? I mean, this dude's like 9? Now, look, I know he's a value investor, and he made it big. Like, he's the boomers, like Justin Sun. You know what I mean? He's like he's the boomers Richard Hart, right? For boomers. So it's great, right? It's great and everything, but I really don't know. You know, this definitely makes Trump's 4.5 million look pretty sad for 45 people. But it just goes to show you, man, this market's crazy. You know, remember Justin Sun paid 4.6 million to have lunch with Warren Buffett, and I think he like canceled because of Cozy19. And yes, I have to use code, guys. It's YouTube, but because of Cozy19, I think he missed it. Yeah, right here, hiatus due to the Cozy19 thing. And this is when China was really trying to. This is during the last bear, and China was really trying to arrest Justin Sun, and he's hiding right now in Grenada, in the Caribbean, right? So like he never really came back. Actually, I did see a picture of him. He's at the World Cup right now, but he's staying far away from China. So yeah, so Warren Buffett has the right idea. And that is a great segue into the Buffett indicator, okay? The Buffett indicator, and why I think the markets are going down another 26%. And we're going to juxtapose that to the Bitcoin chart, okay? So, and it's ugly. But before we do that, let's get caught up on the chat because I go on rants and then I neglect my wolves. Okay, so what do we got here? JT, man, shout out to you, man. You've been here a long time. I really appreciate you, bro. I'm glad you're here. Trump is so embarrassing. I agree. Just a pathetic money grab. Yes, it is. But bro, like, I don't want to sound like a broken record. We have a former president doing crypto. This is the biggest, one of the biggest things that's happened in crypto. Not going to go on down that road again. 7730 bang. More of a campaign promo. Yes, absolutely. It is a campaign promo, and look what it's done to me. Like, I'm like, bro, yes, I want a cryptocurrency president. Let's freaking go. You know, that's the broader implication. Let's not get bogged down in the cringeness of it. I don't think he needs $4.5 million. He's worth, you know, like 8.7 billion, right? What's the difference between a possum and Trump's hair? A possum doesn't have $8.5 billion, right? So he doesn't really need the money. I think you're absolutely right, 730 bang, that this is more of a telling kids, and he could all totally like renege on this, like when he's president and just like, nah, let's cancel cryptocurrency, fuck this shit, you know. I don't know, but it's possible. But yeah, this is definitely like, hey, I'm on your side, millennials. I'm down with crypto. That's what this says. Trump NFTs are the first NFTs that woke my interest. Would be great Christmas present. Hell yeah. Yeah. Feel free to send me a Trump NFTs for Christmas. Example, shout out to you. Trump's gonna be getting a letter from the SEC. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Oh man, that's gonna be crazy. You know, because hey, that's the other thing, and this is actually kind of serious. The other party, the Democratic Party, will do anything to destroy Trump. They have the derangement syndrome. I want to say it once. I said it 100 times. I'm not on any political side. Okay, I'm not. But you know, they have Trump derangement syndrome, and they want to destroy everything he does, and they're going to try to destroy these NFTs, which is going to make a ton of FUD. You know what I mean? So that's another thing to keep in mind with this thing. So definitely, if you buy one, you know, expect that shit to go zero, just like anything you buy. So yeah, very good point. Henry Young, finally first time live chat, following you for about a year, dude. Yo, thank you so much for, bro. Shout out to you. You've been following me since I've been like 260p, terrible, no green screen. So that's dope. Julio Garcia, bro, is the bottom around 12K. Let's talk about that right now. Let's jump right into this right here. The buffet indicator, right? So what is the buffet indicator? It measures the total GDP versus the total stock prices, right? Okay, so let's talk about how much the value of stocks are combined versus the gross domestic product, right? So you cannot have, if you have the gross domestic product, if you have stocks valued higher than the gross domestic, 100% of the gross domestic product, they're overvalued, okay? That's what the Buffett indicator is. He is the Richard Hart, or whatever if you hate Richard, he's the genius from the boomer generation. This is how he made his money, right? So if we take a look at the overvaluedness, we're actually gonna skip a lot of these models. We're gonna jump into the meat of it right here, okay? You can see right here before the 2008 great financial crisis, the GFC, you can see how overvalued they were overvalued. This is 100% right here. Stock to GDP, you can see how very they were undervalued here, going through the 60s and the 70s, very undervalued in the 80s and 90s. This was a good buy the dip, and then we had the big dot-com pump right in the mid 90s and to the bust of the dot-com bust of 2001. Also, we had of course 9/11. So they were quite overvalued right here, by 50% during the dot-com bubble, which was a great bubble. I was too young, but it was cool. You know, like you heard of those stories, you know, like pets.com, everybody got wrecked. It was basically like the ICO phase of that era. You know, they just put a .com in front of every company and just got all kinds of crowdfunding. So that's you know, history repeats itself. It rhymes. That's the poetry of life, right? So then we got a nice correction, and then the housing crisis below. That was the time to buy. It's 2010, especially real estate. You know, 2010 to 2014. That was the time to really buy real estate. And this is when we started quantitative easing, money printing. This is when the money printer turned on. And look at, we are 200% right before this crash. When Bitcoin was at its peak, when I sold 65K, we were twice as overvalued. We're at 200%. This is historically mind-numbing, right? And now we've had a crash. But we still have about 28% to go down, right? Now, but this is stocks though, so we have to juxtapose this onto Bitcoin, right? So let's take a look at, so let's say we have another 28% drop on the S&P 500 from its lows. We can go to the monthly chart. You know, another 28% down. Let's see if this makes sense. Let's see if our worldview actually makes sense. Okay, so let's see, 28% down. Holy, boom, to the 200 exponential moving average. Can you believe that? You see how this shit rhymes? So remember, this is the Cozy 19 low. So not as low as the Cozy 19 low, which makes sense. This makes sense to me. If we go down another 28%, the market goes to the 200 exponential moving average. Now, I know like you traditional stock guys are going to laugh at me. The idea of the S&P 500 at 2,500 is, I know it's hard to consume, right? But it's not lower than the Cozy 19 low, okay? So that makes sense. Okay, so here's how we juxtapose that onto cryptocurrency, right? So because the stock market is already down 28% or about 25%. So as the stock market went down 25%, how much did crypto go down? Crypto went down 77%. We already know that, right? So if the trend is our friend, I'm not saying this is going to happen. The mental masturbation prevents blue brains, okay? We're just mentally masturbating here. We go down another 77% right here, right? Where do we go? Another 70%. We come down here about to the S3 pivot, which is about, you could easily say the S3 pivot like 6,100, you know? So everybody is talking about how GBTC is trading. You can have 2 GBTC for 1 Bitcoin. It's trading at half the price at about 8K. So if we juxtapose that 28% crash onto Bitcoin, we could see probably, you know, we could see the S3 pivot. We could see, you know, it's 6,100, 5K. We could, you know, I'm talking about worst case scenario that this whole thing melts down. I'm not saying this is going to happen. I don't think the probabilities are high of us going to 6K. What we're doing is we are looking at the Buffett indicator. That's what we're doing here. So yeah, that 6K is in the cards. I would give it a 30% probability. 8K, I would give a 50% probability that we go to 8K. 13K, I would give an 80% probability that we go to 13K. This is my original target, guys, which lines up with the weekly chart. Let's take a look at the weekly chart. Bam. Take a look at the weekly chart. What's this? It's actually climbing. It's been climbing. It's at 14.5 now. But remember, when I called 13K off this 377 exponential moving average, we were over here, you know, like 13.6. We were over here, but it's been climbing, right? So I can see us finding support here. And what logic am I using? I'm using the logic of the last bear market bottom I was in when the 200 appeared. Now the 377 is appearing. This would be a good place for it to bottom. 14.5 could be a great place for it to bottom. It grabbed the 377. This is the last call for alcohol time right here. This is bar close, lights are on, right? That's what this number is. This is a great place to bottom. It could bottom there. So don't get freaked out, you know what I mean? But 6K is in the cards, according to the Buffett indicator. Okay. What's up, chat? What's up, chat? Yeah, if Trump's NFTs dumps, the libs will impeach him again. He's not even president and they're still gonna impeach him. I can see that happening. 30-30 bang. Trump's gonna be getting a letter from the SEC. Julio, you're the Julio, right? Let me know. Sorry, Kanye. Trump. Oh wait. The Trump OA has RH speed dial now. JT, Trump probably won't even do the dinner. LOL. He might not. You know what he'd probably do, bro? You know what he's gonna do? He's gonna get all 45 people and have like one dinner. Do you remember when Trump like had the NBA team to the White House and he just got McDonald's for everybody? You remember that? Bro, I would like, yo, he's gonna get 45 people. And he's going to bring them in and he's going to give them all McDonald's. I wish I had my sound box. That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. So shout out to you, JT. Alien Hexkin, dude. Thank you. Sorry for this clap. That probably did not feel good. Alien Hexkin, I'm excited to see you, man. Thanks for liking all my tweets. I appreciate you, man. I watched that. I followed you back. It's the real me. Alan Thick, sorry to interrupt, but DCA TG and get in Jack's thing before he closes. DCA TG, are you talking about the NFTs that are coming? Hey, I shouted out at Jack and I asked him to come on the show. So let's see what happens. Let's take a look at Binance. Binance holds 82% of the BNB. So CZ is also the OA. It looks like everybody's the OA. they hold a lot and they burn a lot too. And that's what really pumps up the price for Binance coin. So it's a shocker. It absolutely mind-numbing. You know, like I thought, like, dude, BNB has been like the Terminator coming after Sarah Connor. Like, it just was unstoppable all bear market. You know, after I got out of Cake, I'm gonna be honest with you. After I got out of Cake, I left BNB. I made a lot of money on Cake, and I'm sad I left BNB. I don't have any BNB. But look at this. I mean, this is a great chart. It's above the 200 exponential moving average. It's not in. I mean, we're about to have a death cross right here. But I mean, the BNB has just been a beast. I mean, it's been pumped up. It's been manipulated by CZ. He's doing, you know, him and Richard are basically doing the same thing. You know what I mean? Like they're controlling the supply. They're providing pumpamentals. BNB has just been a beast. And if anything, you know, I don't know. This looks like we've touched this line twice. And remember what I always say about wicks. These wicks, think of it like a syringe just sucking up liquidity. It just shows you how much liquidity was here. See, everybody looks at this yellow line, this 200 exponential moving average. This is the weekly. You can see how we had this nice big pop off of that. That's how much liquidity was in that syringe right there. And then you can see right now how much liquidity is still here. Now, as these syringes are sucking up liquidity off of this line, it becomes less and less. And less and less, and that's why it always breaks. That's why I don't believe in double tops, and I don't believe in double bottoms. Okay, so this buy liquidity is wearing out. I think that BNB is gonna go lower. I really do. Do I not have pivots on here? Where are my pivots at? There's no pivots on this thing. Something. My computer's. This is my old computer, guys. My computer's being fixed. But yeah. So below the 21 exponential moving average, confirmed daily downtrend. We took out this low. We're below the white line. We're in this tightening range here. I think it's going to break. I think BNB, you know, the big YOLO, the big ape is like, dude, look at this monster. You want to get on board this train, right? But is now the time? I'm going to be buying some, just because if it's super high risk and I don't recommend doing it. But this thing has been such an absolute rabid monster that I definitely want to get back on this bus. It's just a matter of, are they solvent? What's going to happen? As you guys know, they recently made a tweet, and CZ updated his profile picture saying that they're hiring, right? So they're like, I think it's just like a troll. But if Binance survives this bank run, let's face it, it's a liquidity test, a bank run. This thing is going to keep going. This thing's gonna rage. The problem is when to buy. Technically this yellow line, but if you look below, you can see these volume nodes right here. Not a lot has been traded here. A lot has been traded in this range. This is the point of control. We're currently below the point of control of this range, which tells us that the bears are in control. Now, where would I be willing to buy? There's not a lot of support here. You can see that. Can you see this? You can see this, right? There's not a lot of support here. I'd like to buy about 6.6. I know that sounds crazy, but we're in the heart of the bear. When we get to this liquidity node, I'd like to buy BNB, because if BNB survives, this thing's just going to keep ripping. Look at this. I want to get back in that ecosystem. I'm sad I left. You know, after Cake, I did good on Cake, and after that, I left this ecosystem. It's all rugs. Like it's so cheap. The transactions are so cheap. Like everything that people are just like, anybody in a third world country can just make rugs all day long for nothing. So I just kind of left. I got tired of the rugs, but dude, he's controlling 82% of the supply. You know, he's basically the OA. He's doing a bunch of burns. I want back in. I might even scoop some Cake. I'm not gonna lie. So I am looking. I'm not buying anything right now, but I'm flirting, you know? I'm flirting with the shit. Okay? So what's up? What up, chat? Nico Roberts II. Hello, sir. Hey, bro. I hope you're well. Thank you. I am really well. Alan Thick. Back to Mimosa. Hell yeah, man. Brian. So I need to take a double shifts at McDonald's. Bro, you need to hodl USDC. Build a USDC stack. You know? Don't be like me. Don't go travel and take long holidays and blow all your money on fake Louis and ladyboys. Okay? Don't do that. Hodl your USDC and wait. That's the best thing you can do. And speculate. What do we like? You know? We're looking at the new trends. We're looking at BNB. We're looking at Hex. We're looking at maybe Zen. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. Maybe Jack will come on the show. You know? Alan Thick, no, our private chat. Yeah, hey, thank you for inviting me to that private chat. It's fun to troll in there and spam gifts. Like, also, by the way, you know, we in your chat, the DCA chat, I was talking with a random guy. I think his name is Lem or Lamb, whatever. But anyways, we saw some FUD going around that there was like a pulse chain dev from Fiverr in Pakistan. And between me and that guy, and I messaged the pulse chain dev and then asking him if he has any involvement. And it turned out, we got to the bottom of it. It turned out that he actually was doing front end work for a project called 6mm. And he actually has nothing to do with pulse chain. But there's a project called 6mm. It's a DEX that's building on pulse chain that's trying to do a SAC. And they hired a $150 dev. So I wish I had my soundboard. But in the DCA chat, Alan Thick, me and homie, we figured it out. So it was just FUD. It was funny FUD. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, but it was just FUD. He had nothing to do. He was building on pulse chain, but he's not a pulse chain dev. But you know, but we've been saying for a long time that they're probably Fiverr devs, because you know how cheap Richard is. Richard's cheap, bro. All right. So yeah, shout out to Alan Thick, man. Thanks for adding me to that chat. Tranny transhumanism, hey man, WoofPack, shout out to you. I'm glad to see you around again. I know you fell off and shit, and you used to be active in the chat, and we miss you in there. Pascal, CZ bragging that Binance is using funds on marketing, isn't using funds on marketing like other sexes, but I think that BNB price chart is their major advertisement. Absolutely. I mean, look at that. You know, like I just didn't get in. You know, after I left from Cake, I didn't get back in because like it was ripping so hard, and I just didn't want to buy the tops. There's other opportunities like I don't top hunt, you know, like I bottom fish, so I didn't get in. But I've been watching it out of the corner of my eye, like damn. Alan Thick, get Dark Savant too. Yeah, Dark Savant's the man. Well, he's the one that I like. There's people I respect, and like he's really really smart, you know. So if he made a good pitch for Zen, that's the only reason why I'm interested, is because of Dark Savant, you know. So shout out to that. What else we got in the lineup, boys? Let's see, maybe if I close some of these, it'll help with the stream. Crypto withdrawals were halted on OKX for almost 7 hours. Now, I don't know if this is back up, but it was supposedly a cloud, Alibaba cloud server issue, and that they are fully solvent. I don't know, but I think OKX is a decent exchange. You know, hopefully that it's not the next to go in the dominoes. But also L-Bank was down, so we had withdrawals halted on L-Bank and OKX. I do think the contagion is still spreading. I still think there's going to be more fallout from all of this, and as more details and books come out and audits come out and stuff like that, I think we're going to see some shocking contagions. Now, I wanted to coin, in this video, I wanted to coin two things. I came up with two phrases. One, we all know the GFC, right? So this is the GCC. This is the Great Crypto Crisis, right? And the only difference is we don't have a Fed, right? We don't have a Fed to start quantitative easing. We don't have a money printer. Actually, SBF was trying to do that. Remember, SBF was trying to buy everything up, and he was trying to stop the collapse, right? This is what would have happened during the GFC in 2008, 2009 if the Federal Reserve didn't step in, if Obama didn't do TARP in all of these bailouts to the banks. Like, we need bailouts. You know, the same this is what would have actually happened to the financial system in 2008. That's why I'm calling this the GCC, right? The Great Crypto Crisis. And I think the contagion is still spreading. And you want to know the ironic thing about the whole thing is, we started printing a bunch of money, and yes, it saved the economy, but look at the crisis. We're in a worse crisis now. But crypto, because it hasn't been bailed out, is actually going to get the great reset. The scammers, the fraudsters, the grifters, they're all going to get washed out, wiped out, put in jail, like say FTX, and we're going to start fresh. The forest is going to burn down and new vegetation is going to grow, right? And there's going to be some skeletons and bodies around, you know what I'm saying? But that's what should have happened in 2008 and 2009. And I'm glad we're not getting bailed out, because we don't want this toxic debt in our system. We don't want this black cloud over the crypto space. We're supposed to be better than that. We're supposed to be bigger than that. And that's why the great crypto crisis, it has to play out. And don't fear it. Just be ready to buy, right? Just be ready to buy the bottom, because this is going to be one massive buying opportunity. Imagine if in 2008 and 2009, like the S&P 500 corrected 90% and you could have got in, if they actually let the banks fail. And that's what's happening here. The centralized exchanges are failing, and the funny thing is like the SBF was trying to do the Federal Reserve buy up all these toxic debts, and we were like, dang, he's really making moves. He's really taking over crypto and all that. But actually, he knew that his balance sheet was fucked. And he needed to soak up all this toxic debt and bad liquidity, because he knew he was going under. That's why he did it. That's why he was playing the Federal Reserve. That's why he was trying to be Mr. Money Printer. He was trying to save his own ass. He wasn't trying to save crypto. And now look at him. Now he's at Fox Hill Penitentiary in the sick bay, right? Peeing in a bucket. $30 million penthouse, peeing in a bucket. That's what has to happen. If you're a grifter, if you're a liar, if you're a scammer, if you're a Ponzi schemer, this is your margin call. The GCC. And the other coin, the phrase I wanted to coin for my channel on this is the Crypto Weekly Review Razor. Like Occam's razor. So basically, in CWR razor, if it seems like a scam, if it seems too good to be true, if it holds your keys, it probably is a scam. The simplest answer in Occam's razor is typically the right one. In CWR razor, if it seems like a scam, if it moves like a scam, if it smells like a scam, it is one. So just remember CWR razor for this next cycle. Okay, just remember that. So yeah, OKX, L Bank, get your money off there. Get your money off Binance for right now. You can get BNB decentralized if you really wanted it to. There's plenty of bridges and things to do that. I want to get into BNB, but like I said, I want to get in somewhere in this volume node. There's no sport here. I'm not interested here. I'm not interested in just going off the cliff with all the lemmings. Hell no. But I will buy the blood. I will sift through the corpses and try to get some down here. So let's jump in the chat just a little bit. Check out PLSD. I would love to. I really like PLSD. First, Gordon Dunn, yeah. What about the Drip Network? Bro, I haven't been in the Drip Network. Come to the Telegram chat and shill it to me. Shill it to me, okay? I want to know more about it. I know it's like a Trevon James thing. Something like that. Come to the chat and shill it to me. Gordon Dunn, check PLSD. I'd love to. I really like this coin. And it looks great. And I was actually talking about it in the chat earlier yesterday, and I have a theory about it, and I'm gonna say it right now. Now remember, guys, I drew this like I don't want to be like tooting my own horn or patting myself on the back too hard, but I did call this breakout. I did call this ascending triangle. This is the most reliable upwards consolidation, upwards continuation pattern in all of crypto, and it broke out. And I said it was going to break out, and it broke out. So somebody asked me in the chat, they're like, hey, if we do get this 26% flush, what's going to happen to PLSD? And this might shock you, because I'm the biggest bear and the biggest fudster, That's why my channel is so small. But I'm bullish this going into the collapse. And here's why. I think that PLSD is in its own pond. Like it's just like a subgroup of people that are like down to ride like hexagon homies that don't sell. And they gave me a lot of money for free, and I'm not selling, and I burned all mine for ASICs, and then when I unlocked my miner, I did it again, and I'm gonna keep mining Pulse Bitcoin, and I think that's what people are doing. I burned all my PLSD, all of it. I'm playing the game. I'm enjoying the ride. You can see it on the weekly chart. It gained the weekly uptrend because it found support on this white line, the weekly uptrend line, and it broke out through this previous high. We are in a weekly uptrend on PLSD, and here's what I always say: the trend is your friend until the end of the trend. And that's easy. It's like gimmicky, whatever, cool. But have you internalized that? Why is the trend your friend? Because if you were to buy, well, just go back to Bitcoin just for 2 seconds so I can explain. If you were to buy, if you went to Bitcoin and you were trying to chase every pump thinking that it's the bottom, you would have been wrong. Sorry, it's frozen. If you were chasing this shit right here, if you were chasing these pumps, you would have been wrong how many times? These are weekly candles now. 1, 2, 3. Look at these rejections. 4, 5. Oh, is this it? You know, no confirmation. Slam down. 6, 7, 8, 9. You would have been wrecked 28 times. You would have been wrecked 28 weeks trying to bottom fish and buy the dip, right? The trend is your friend until the end of the trend. You would rather be wrong once on the actual reversal than wrong 29 times. So the trend is your friend until the end of the trend. That is how you actually internalize that. Oops, we went to Hex. We can't go to Hex. We got to go back to PLSD. So now reverse that, right? Reverse that into PLSD. The trend is your friend until the end of the trend. We've been in an uptrend in the bear market, right? That's the trend. As crazy as this sounds, and as bearish and as cynical and as crazy as I am, and as a fudster as I am, I'm bullish this because the trend is your friend until the end of the trend. I'm not going to sell. Right, I couldn't because I burned it all, but I wouldn't be selling in an uptrend. You know what I mean? Like I would wait for it to roll over. Remember how? Do you remember how Bitcoin fell out of the parabola? You know, like wait for that type of moment. Wait for us to lose the 21 exponential moving average, or unless you know you can see a clear trend reversal, which I do not. I see a bullish breakout, and I think that with the data that we have, I think it's going to do okay in the next flush that's coming. That's what I think. So I know that's crazy, and I'm not trying to freaking I'm not trying to be out here shilling. You know, I'm not shilling. I'm not trying to shill the shit. I'm just telling you the honest to God truth. If it looked like if it looked like super AIDS like Hex does, I would tell you. But this shit looks good. The trend is your friend. PLSD looks good. It's good. So all right, what do we got going on? Mr. Crypto JSY, thoughts on D-Row? Sold the top 26 cents. Now their NFTs are flying, bro. I'll have to get back to you on that one. I'm not really like an NFT guy. I have a couple, but I really don't know what this is. Hit me up in the chat. Crypto Cat Doe, shout out to you. Thoughts on Iacosa as staking? Thoughts on Iacosa as a staking token for Hedron? I don't know. It looks pointless. I'm doing it. I'm staking on my Hedron, or I'm staking for Iacosa or whatever, but what's the point? I guess whatever. I like Hedron. I think it's the best thing that Hex has. I think it's better than PLSD. It has actual utility, and it brings NFTs. It takes Hex into the next generation by allowing you to encapsulate it into NFT. So it's the best thing on Hex, in my opinion. But the Iacosa thing, I don't know. It's just a way to get you to lock up your coins for pumpamentals. That's it. And I'm doing it because I'm not selling my Hedron. You know, like I'm not selling my PLSD. I'm not selling my Hedron. I'm rocking with it. It's my HODL position. I don't care if it goes to zero. I'm rolling with it. I'm rocking with it. I'm rocking with that. So get at me, Mr. Crypto JSY. Get at me in the Telegram chat. Show this to me so we can talk about it. Adam Erickson. What are the chances of RH's fakes his death before the docu gets released? I think it's pretty. Well, I don't know, man. I think he just like go to Dubai or something and just kind of like fall off the face of the earth. I don't think he could, man. He wants he's like super hungry for attention. I don't think he can go without praise and worship and attention on Twitter. No way. No way. I think he'd be tweeting out of jail before he fakes his own death. Training transhumanist, what's your take on private smart contract platforms? Are non-KYC exchanges mixers on public chains enough, or will we need L1 privacy maintain fungibility on a tornado cash crackdown comes. That's okay. So I don't think it's a software issue, and I don't think it's a token issue, and I don't think it's a development issue. I think it's a politics issue. I think this needs to be resolved in politics, which is a great segue of what I'm trying to talk about next. Mr. Senator Toomey right here on the hearing on the downfall of the cryptocurrency FTX exchange, he had some really great things to say. And I just want to segue what you said into this. It's not about what code can we have? Is it going to be Monero? What can we do to find privacy, which is a human right? How do we do that? What's the platform? The platform is not in cryptocurrency. The platform is right here. It's in the belly of the beast. We have to win the hearts and minds. We have to change the structure of the politics. That's the only way we're going to get privacy, right? Because no matter which way we do, they have the ultimate ban hammer. They have the jail hammer, right? They'll just throw your ass in jail. They'll strip you of your assets. They'll take your home. They'll take whatever, your funds. They'll fine you up the ass and ruin your whole life. Everything you've saved, everything you've, like, it's not about the code. It's not about the code. It's about this. It's about winning the hearts and minds. It's about standing up for your rights. It's about voting in people that have your best interest in mind. And that's why I said the whole NFT thing, the Trump NFT thing, is a good thing. I know I bashed it. I know I trolled it, and it's funny and it's cringe and they're dumb, right? But the message is he's down with crypto. We have a former president doing crypto, okay? That's important, right? And as you love him or hate him, whatever your take is, you have to divorce. Remember, that's the mantra of the WoofPack. We divorce our emotions from our bags. You have to think like a freaking cyborg, right? Like a replicant. You have to be able to be like, yo, okay, I don't like this dude, but I like crypto more than I don't like him. You know what I mean? So if that's your thing, we have to get behind people like Senator Toomey, and there's a few others too that are super pro cryptocurrency, and we have to make the privacy change from the inside, not the code. That's what we have to do. We have to make our voices heard. Like, nobody wants to like cause any waves. Everybody's like, for the most part, pretty happy. We all made a bunch of money. We're all happy. We're all chilling. But dude, we have to make sure to be the change that we want to be. And that's kind of the mantra of this channel. Here's the crazy thing. Now, I was searching for this. Now, I saw this in a tweet. I saw the Toomey thing in the tweet. There's a hearing where he says that, in this hearing, he says, just because FTX is insolvent doesn't mean cryptocurrency is bad. And he goes on this long-winded thing, and we're not going to play it. The reason I pulled this up is because I could not find it. I had to go like on DuckDuckGo and dig deep. It was absolutely scrubbed off the internet. The only thing that I was actually finding is this clown right here. This actor and crypto skeptic is testifying to Congress. And we're not going to play it here because I'm having technical issues. But who gives a shit what this actor thinks? Like, who cares about woke Hollywood and all this crap? They're against us. They're pro-state. Like, I really don't care. I am not starstruck. The only time I was starstruck is when I met Funding Jim. Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to you. That's the only time. But I'm not starstruck by these clowns in Hollywood. I don't care what they have to say. Him fudding and trashing cryptocurrency is all that I could pull up. All I could find was a tweet about Senator Toomey going off. And guys, if you want to hear this, I don't want to like disrupt the stream, but if you want to hear this, come to the Telegram chat. I'll link it in there. Check it out. He's dropping truth bombs. He's lit as hell. And this is the people that we have to promote. These are the people that we have to vote for and stick up for and support. That's the word I'm looking for, right? So remember that. Support the Trump NFTs, man. We have a president doing crypto. We have Senator Toomey sticking up for it. Privacy, freedom, financial freedom is going to be a battle fought from within. Do you want a president that's sending SEC letters for YouTube videos? Or do you want one making NFTs? What's better? Cringe as they are. All right, shit, I know I'm bashing this issue into your heads, but this was shocking to me. Shocking. I'm like, I could not find this statement. And look, by the way, it's 2 hours and 2 minutes. There's no clips of this going on the internet. None. There's no 5-minute clips on CNBC, nothing about him sticking up for crypto. So I just thought that was shocking. But there's 5 minutes clips of this clown. What does he know? He's an actor. He's a suit with a haircut. Fuck this guy. Fuck that guy. You know, like anyway, sorry about that rant. I was super pissed. I do want to talk a little bit about Tesla market capitalization. Tesla's crashing. All right. Tesla is another thing that I want to buy in this bear market. I have had a Tesla performance. I thought that it was fast and fun, and it was scary to a lot of people. It was like a carnival ride and all that, and I enjoyed it. But I just thought it was a little bit sterile, and it had no personality. It was just everything for everybody. You know, it had the Alcantara, the leather, the screens. It had the room. It had the hatchback. It had everything you want, but it had no soul. So I sold my Tesla, and it got R8. But the other thing, but look, I'm still bullish on Tesla. They got the Cybertruck coming. I'm bullish on Elon Musk. Okay, because Elon Musk is doing big things with Twitter. He's giving us free speech, and he's also pro cryptocurrency. He's also going to make a platform competing with woke censorship, YouTube, Google, right? So I'm pro this dude. Like I said, we have to support, whether or not you like him, you have to support the people that are doing the right things. They're not censoring us. They're not doing, they're giving us the freedoms that we want. So I do want to support Twitter. I want to support Elon Musk. And I think the Cybertruck's coming, the semi's coming. I think Tesla is going through a time where Elon is unloading to save his own ass for his mistakes that he made for overpaying for Twitter. And I think that is a buying opportunity. Remember, when there's blood on the streets, that's when you buy, right? So I'm seeing this as a bullish crash, and we can actually pull up Tesla really quick. I definitely want to get into Tesla, but not yet. And I'll show you where. Oops, I'll show you where I want to get into it at. Now, what did I do? Let's go to TLSA. And I kind of do want to bring people around, you know, just in case crypto is like dead for a while. I do kind of want to bring people around just to regular stonks too. I mean, I think it's okay to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I actually have Tesla already. Bear with me, guys. Bear with me. This is my 19th stream. Where are you? But it is down like 50% in market cap. Like, it has absolutely tanked and crashed, and people are nervous and scared on Tesla. I can feel the people leaving the stream. Okay, there it is. Let's take a look at the Tesla. I wish I had my sound box. Price is Right, losing horns. Look at this thing. This is like the BNB of stonks. That's a ride. That's a carnival ride I want to go on. Okay, not trying to make you nauseous with all of the zooming, but I want to go on this carnival ride. But where would we get in? You know, it's below the 200 exponential moving average right here, and that's on the weekly chart. That is signaling for a long-term downtrend. It pumped way too high, way too fast. I mean, this thing is what, 450? Now, I thought it went to like 3,000. Am I wrong? Am I thinking of Amazon? But yeah, I definitely want to get right here into this point of control, like around 21. Now, I know that's too crazy. Even like 80, even if it will halve from here, I definitely want to get into some Tesla. Elon Musk has sold another 3.6 billion worth of Tesla stock, possibly to prop up Twitter. He has now sold 23 billion in Tesla stock this year. Much of it is after he pledged to stop selling and to finance his deals to acquire more social media companies. He's doing God's work, guys. It does hurt Tesla, and their sales are way down, as well as China is kind of phasing out the Tesla plant. Now, they are also going to be building a plant in Mexico. They're going to have a Giga Mexico. So it's a young company, it's a tech company, it's expanding. This is definitely the BNB of stonks. This is a good one to have. When I was at a Tesla charger once, I met a guy. He had a Plaid, a brand new one, and he was telling me that he bought Tesla at like $20 and he traded Tesla stock for his Plaid. He's like, it's basically free. And I was like at last summer at the top. So, you know, like you could trade it for a Cybertruck one day, whatever. Like, this is a good one. This is a good hodl. I want Tesla to be in my I want it to be in my hodl position for long term, but I want it to be bleeding out. You know, I want it to be like I want it to be in the back of the ambulance before I buy it. Like, so anyways, not trying to bore you with all that, but let's jump back into the chat. What's up, chat? Funding Jim's in the house. Yeah, man. Shout out to Funding Jim, man. Long time no talk. Good to see you. Sorry for trolling Hex. Sorry. I don't want to let you down, bro. I don't want to let you down. But I'm a wolf and I bite. But I mean well. And I'm not trying to piss off Hexicans and stuff. But you need to be a little bit. You need to be roughed up a little bit, boys. Sometimes. Tom, when you sell your Hex, it was on a reverse trend. No, I sold my Hex on Euphoria, which is a good point because PLSD does look like Euphoria, but the only difference between PLSD and Hex is that PLSD is pumping in a bear market. So I can't really, I mean, yeah, it could reverse and stuff, and it just busted out of an ascending triangle. But I see your logic there. Like, oh, okay, so when is the Euphoria? I sold Hex when people were saying that we were going to cure cancer. Remember? When we were saying that we were going to live forever and all this shit, I was like, oh, hell no, I'm getting out. That's when I got out of Hex. I saw the Euphoria. That's also when I got out of the market, was market Euphoria. And I wanted to R8. And I was buying a house and all this shit. I bought the house top. So if you think I dumped on your head on Hex, I bought the house top. I bought a big ass house, a brand new one. And so I paid up the ass. So you can laugh at that. You can feel better. But yeah, I did dump. It was euphoric. And right now, so then like if you sell when there's euphoria, you buy when it's opposite, when it's reverse that. Tom, shout out to you. Julio, I didn't like RH interview with Paul Barron. The way it was conducted was super weird. Yeah, it was because Richard was like in a broom closet somewhere and with bad audio, and this dude was like behind a news desk. And it was all the same, same mantra and stuff like that. Things you would expect for RH talking points. Now, I will stick up for RH on his talking points in one condition. You know, I recently reached out to like Jack Levin. I'm like, yo, can you come on and tell me about your thing? You know, what's going on with Zen? And I was explaining. They're like, well, just go look at old videos. And I'm like, bro, like you cannot let off the gas. And that's one thing RH is good at, is like he's not letting off the gas. Instead, he has talking points and it makes us all nauseous. But to the people that don't know, the people that like have never heard anything from RH, they need to hear the basics. That's why he keeps repeating these talking points, and that's what he does well, and that's what Jack Levin does poorly. He does that very poorly because